Okay, and here we are. Welcome, guys. Can you hear me fine? And can you see me? Yeah, I start in English, and I think I will have to follow in English. Even so, there is, I'm sure, many French speaker. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, sorry, I'm a bit late. Got some technical issue, but now we're fine. So I think we are going to jump in to catch up a little. And yeah, so the first game is Artem against, if I'm not mistaken, Hiroki Kano. And the second game will be Anton Chernik against Kim Sang-jin. I think I didn't follow all the tournament, but I heard there was some really good performance and some upsets, especially Hiroki beating Young Sam, which is huge, even so it was maybe on a blunder. It's definitely something. I think it was a really close game. I checked and it was something like half-point game. So anyway, it's really nice to have some upsets in tournament, I think. And okay, so which one do we choose first? I guess Artem. Okay, so yeah. Can you see what I show on the screen? Or maybe not. I have to put this one. Mea culpa. Okay, here we go. So yeah, we start with Artem's game because it may be actually a quick one, especially since Artem played his favorite trick, this descent in S16, and I will maybe give you some answers. But to be honest, it's the kind of Joseki you can just play Katago and open Katago and put the sequence and try to find everything, because that's definitely what Artem did with this. As you may know, usually on this kind of Joseki we mostly see this kind of Hane, and there is some Joseki like this. Overall, it's very complicated, but since most people know this sequence now, I think Artem wanted to try something different, so maybe he checked with Katago most of the sequences and find one that was not a minus. And I think if you put S16 instead of S15 in Katago, it would just put like -1% or not even 1%. So it cannot be a mistake. So yeah, in the game, White jumped here. And what can we say? I think it's a good option. What I learned from this Joseki, I really don't know all the sequences. You can ask Artem, or you can ask Katago, basically. But from what I know, usually you have to play very lightly with White, and it's difficult to save everything. So it's really good to have a compromise. So for example. Yeah, so this is the game, and as you could maybe see on the live game, White got cut his stones, his cutting stones, and cutting stone is it's terrible. Captured, I mean, because immediately like you had 1, 2, 3 groups, and now there is only one. So it's very easy to handle for black. Also, it's points. And now, yeah, White can get attacked also in A, or maybe there will be something later in B. So yeah, this situation is really terrible. So I think what should have done is probably something like some gentle sacrifice, because this is painful to answer. I mean, this kind of squeeze you don't really want to get. And even so, black make a lot of points. You get some wall. Maybe you can play differently like this. You get some wall. The game continue, and later on you can still make a ko here, or at least some really bad ag. But I think there is a ko like this, and this is ko. So that would be better already. And if black tried to play something to get more liberties, actually white shape has a lot of liberties as well. So yeah, that would be much better. And yeah, most sequences I know are like this, basically. I think there was something like this, and turn, and here, Atari, and actually at this point, white doesn't even continue on top, just plays this safe move, and something like this. It's kind of crazy. It's difficult to understand these sequences as for a human, but that's what AI is showing at this day. So this one, yeah, this is what I just showed, I guess. Okay, so yeah, I wonder if it will be a really tough game for white already, because there is nothing you can attack. And I mean, as for me, I love to have some target so I can control the game a little. But here, look at this position. Black is starting, and so black has the cash, and black can attack one group, and black has Sente. It's a really tough start for Hiromi. By the way, guys, maybe you could tell me more about Hiroki Kano. I think he was player in Hong Kong Biba, but I'm not sure. I recall this name from Biba, but he seems to be playing super good this tournament. I mean, playing anyway, making a close game with Young Sam is already something huge, and beating him is even better. So I don't believe he's 5 down anyway, as shown on the stream. It must be something like 6 down, maybe strong 6 down. So yeah. Okay, let's move a little. This move is a bit surprising to me. I think I would rather, if I have to attack this, I would just play R10 and not R10. Because anyway, black is super thick on the top, so we don't really care if white is running. Just, it's fine. I mean, this kind of move, and then you can come back. Or if white is going to pincer you, then the shape is, I mean, it's basically dead. You can make a lot of cash very quickly. I heard he trained in Biba and studies as a friend with Young Sam. Oh, really? Okay. So this upset was was some friend battle. Okay. So yeah, I believe white is really happy to get an extension here. I personally would prefer to play low because I don't want to get in danger later. I think if black jumps, okay, it doesn't. But basically, I mean, this shape now, if you look at the right, white is not alive. I mean, it's open from both sides, right? It's open from A and B. So usually you just want to play low so you can get a life base quickly. But yeah, I don't think white has to play for cash now. He has to play for something a bit more wide. Okay, some old Joseki. As you can see, white played this one. It's definitely possible to play here and like this, but white would lose Sente. And if you feel like you are late or you make some mistake, you cannot play you cannot play slow at all. Playing slack is not the aim. So I really like this idea. And now I can get, okay, you can play this 2K or just some approach. It's really nice. The only issue is that there is ton of agi on this shape on the right. If black descends, I mean, whatever white plays, I believe this Toby is really good. And yeah, basically black can make easily some life. But as you can see, the shape here would be nice for white because black doesn't want to push. So maybe black would just play something different. Maybe just some Toby or wait for the situation to be a bit more clear about what to do here. In the game he attached, and that seems to be good. Maybe I think I would just approach, because since white already played some moves here and even play e18, I mean, you always want to give a meaning to the stone, and playing e18 is either super slow or super honte, super thick, and you use your strength to attack. So basically it makes black a little weaker, and for example, now it's difficult for black to play like this Kosumi, because now there is a huge weakness at A. So if you have to defend, it's a bit more complicated. You don't want to play this one because it would be a bit slow as well. And I feel like this move is probably better. Like when you play Itsuke, usually you make your opponent stronger, and that's it. You have no continuation right now. Okay, he pushed. That's a bit odd. Somehow, I really want to play this one. I mean, it's some shape you maybe recognize. Like if you play this one, and this is the Joseki where black has to either play this one or here. And yeah, if you have a stone here, even so black will maybe get some honey on the head of two stone. This kind of question is really annoying for black, and maybe you can have a gain. For example, black cannot descend now. You can aim at A or B, but of course you will not have to play it directly. But this is a move you want to get in order to get this nice move at B18. So how to do it? Maybe just wait. But pushing here I don't like at all. I guess you want to erase the weakness, the agi on the right we just saw. But this is not the most open area, and actually white is pushing black on the most open area, so where there is the most points. So I think it's better to play active, either some Shimari or maybe this one, and try to make some, maybe even some fight, I don't know, or just something. But yeah, just pushing late on the side, and black is still super strong, nothing to do. I believe it's the kind of game Artem will have a really difficult time losing. Okay, get some squeeze. And somehow there are some points in the center, but it's not nearly as close as what black is getting. Even if white get these points, okay, it's difficult to make these. And look at what black got on the bottom. White still has to answer on the left. Wow, it doesn't, okay. But imagine if white answer and we get something like this. Well, from this line to this line, black almost makes 30 points. So 30 points is more than what got on the right. And that's why usually you have to play for the side and the corner before you want to play to the center. Mm, so yeah, to me, it is a really, it's a wrong direction of play, especially since white has no target, so white cannot attack anything, and you don't want to just get some strength to build a territory. You always want to get to attack something, but there is nothing to attack here, so that's not the point. Okay, let's move a little more and okay, white start to fight. Even so, this fight looks too much. It's a nice shape point. Always aim at two things at the same time. So there is a nice mi, but also when black jump, you can clearly see that there is two problems for white. So white wanted to play active and played Kosumi and jump, but now he has to suffer on the side. Okay, and Artem is just playing very, very calm, as we are used to see with Artem. And we catched up. Okay, do you have any question about this game? I think we will have to come back anyway. I don't believe this game will be finished anytime soon. But I don't think there is so much to comment anyway. So I really want to look at Seongjin and Anton game. Also, it looks like they also play some kind of Yosei game. I think they want to make me sleep. All right. As you know, you can participate in the chat, so I can see and answer some questions. Let's switch games. All right. Maybe I have to switch the name as well. Okay. Here we are. So, this game... So yeah, Seongjin is definitely the favorite of this tournament. And Ashes of Dreams. Even so, his nickname is... Okay, I will not comment on the nickname. But Anton is a really, really strong player from Russia. I think he's probably the most talented young player so far. But there are many others coming. So... sorry, I didn't answer the question. Hey, Miao. Was it possible to approach the bottom corner? O3 instead of R6. Yeah, it was possible. But just to answer you, you don't want to make the top right white group stronger. So it was just better to attack directly. And if you play on the bottom side, it will make the right side stronger. So it was maybe not the best idea. Yeah, exactly. They played so peacefully. I mean, I like when there is some fight, especially when I have to command the game. I saw the game from yesterday. In-seong was commentating, and I'm getting a bit jealous. So I really hope this afternoon they will have to fight a bit more fiercely. Okay, so this is the most classical Fuseki ever. Also, black is playing some... Yeah, black just plays some move to erase the potential. I mean, it's not super active, right? You could play something like this, it looks really big, or you could approach, you could play Sansan. But this is just a fine move, because now white can really not make a lot of points on the top. I mean, mostly black, and you cannot really fight. So basically, you don't really want to push here because black get a nice wall. Um, and you cannot really cut immediately because if you do like this, then your corner is a bit in danger and you don't want to give some sente move, so you have to add this hane. And as you can see, black shape on the outside is really, really thick, so this is a tough fight for white. And you need to have some stones around if you want to cut like this. So if you don't have these stones, you can always play this one, which is a continuation, but it looks super loose. Just connect on the second line, and now black got a strong shape anyway. So maybe nothing to do. Maybe nothing to do. Get sente, play this move. Sorry. Yeah, this one. I think I would play on the right side, no? That looks... Yeah, thank you. C14 looks a bit wild. Yeah, I mean, it does make sense to play this one, especially after you tenuki this move. Black get a really nice wall now, so if you want to play here, then black has to choose, but like playing this one is not really the kind of direction you want to make, because you always want to push against your wall. But if you play from this side, now the cuts reveal itself, and it's a bit annoying. So I think it does make sense to play here in terms of erasing the potential, in terms of points, and also it's a bit more active because it's looking at the cut. Just a very, very natural move. You can get extension from both sides, basically. So okay. And okay. Black doesn't wait, just immediately play this one, which has a lot of meaning. Okay. I mean, this is the kind of game you can have a feeling about who is better, but anyway, it will be super close game. It's difficult to get a lot of to be a lot ahead when there is no fight at all and everyone plays some joseki. The only feeling I have so far, I think black is better for two things. First, because he got this nice move with the wall, and now it's also working perfectly on the bottom right. And this is maybe this move fault, but not so easy to play something else. But yeah, white is really low on the third line here. So when your opponent has a lot of potential, you don't want to play too much on the third line. But what else to play? I mean, that's difficult. Would you dare would you dare to play here, Lucas? I'm sure you're the kind of player who could play this kind of move. Or maybe Chaba. Maybe Chaba. R6. Yeah, this is you could think of it, but now you are getting immediately pincered, and the fight is difficult. So you always want to play on the most open side, the wide area. Maybe Sansan. Yeah. Sansan is... I mean, if you get the corner, then it's okay to give the influence, right? Because you are going to erase it anyway. But in the game, black get both. Anyway, it's joseki, so let's not focus too much on this. By the way, it's a new joseki. Before, we always used to say this one is the only one, etc. Actually, maybe black could even think of playing like this right now. It's possible. So P3 is a move that allows you to to be sure to get some nice life base and take the cash, because for black it's difficult to play this kind of fight usually. Also, it may be possible. Yeah, actually, I would not mind playing this kind of fight. But anyway, this is a nice shape, and yeah, it is basically some kind of symmetrical position. Okay, approach the large corner. So this game is super, like, it's really follows the theory. Like there is empty corner, you have to approach the corner on the most open side. And also, I think black doesn't want to build a moyo from only one side. You want to always get many stones around. So eventually your moyo will just not grow like this, but more like this, which is, as you can see, bigger. So anyway, white is scared and has to reduce this. But is this a reduction? I mean, that's a lot of cash. And also it means that black can get this move. So black got something already on the top. And if you look at this position right now, as you can see, black can already build a lot on the top. So in the game, it chooses this move, which is Sente. But for how long? Okay, he answers. I'm not exactly sure why he's playing this one. But I mean, if you get Sente, it means you don't have the cut anymore. Or it's really difficult to play now. And you also get some strength. So you cannot turn on top in Sente anymore, but like this kind of move. But you get a really thick wall on the outside. And now you can fight. This move is okay. I mean, I guess that's fine. Just get some... How many points? 40, 50? 50 cash? And difficult to play something else for white. Usually in this kind of position, you want to do something, but black is so thick everywhere. I believe he can just cut and what? Maybe it was better. This? But no, it should be more difficult for black anyway, because this is not a white area to fight. You don't want to fight when you're not at home. So maybe white can play the same kind of move as he showed before on the bottom. And try to... Nah, there is nothing to do. You just have to go outside. Okay, so let's follow. White extend, so it means he is even afraid of playing Hane. Because usually, as you know, Tsuke, Hane. And it means that he is even afraid of this cut. And yeah, it's difficult to fight. Yeah, I would do that as well. I would fight, I mean, I would try to find something else than just giving 50 points cash.
Début du passage en revue.
Oh, it seems one game is finished. Maybe this one. Yeah. Okay, let's move a little. But so far, nothing to comment, I mean. So black managed to get Sente here. And immediately take the big points. If you let white play some move around here, as you can see, it's now impossible to reduce. And all these stones start to have a meaning now. But when you play this one, actually these stones make nothing, right? And you can still come in A, or as black you can also cut here. And this cut is super severe because it's just simply working. So it means at any point in the game, white can get split here. And this wall is actually not a wall, but becomes a weak group. Okay. I wonder what to do. This game feels hopeless to play. I mean, a bit less hopeless for black, but it looks a bit boring to play. D18. I want to have a plan with whites, I don't know. I want to play active now. I just gave a lot of points. How to do? What about F5? Yeah, this is an idea. This is definitely an idea. Actually, that's why usually on this jump, we play first this one and then jump. To avoid this kind of cut. But maybe it's a bit of a bad style. Because if you get to cut here, actually your shape is a bit broken. And you have to give up the corner. And the corner is just as big as the side, so maybe not this one, but maybe we could plan some more stylish move. If we just imagine something like this and then now just cut in a better way. I mean, that's the kind of things I would be looking at. I'm not sure it's really good because anyway, white can get this one. But then who knows, maybe the game changed a little. Maybe there is a chance. But yeah, it doesn't look so promising so far. All the shapes are really strong for black, so maybe there is another shape. I think black can get this one anyway in Sente. So yeah, your idea is really good, Fabien. But we need to get the time to play it. And maybe right now you can play this, but I believe it just makes black stronger, so... nothing to do. Okay. So white is really strong, so you can attach. Usually, if white is strong, if your opponent is strong, you can definitely attach and make it stronger because we don't care if it gets stronger, right? So it would be better than just playing this one because it doesn't do anything. You don't have any following. And in contrary, white can maybe attack you. So when you play this one, well, you definitely have a following. And white is forced to answer, and so it helps you building some points. Okay. Oh, you even play Hane. I would just extend, I guess. Okay, this is some kind of Joseki. This kind of sequences where black is aiming at white to go out and this kind of stuff. And actually, white cannot win the semi-high here. But, and if we play like this, yeah, black can get a nice squeeze. So that's what, yeah, he's looking at right now. But this looks really good for black, no? I mean, there is a dumpling. Black got even an eye on the side, and so a wall, making points with this wall. That looks very tough game for white now. Could he play better? So right now you don't maybe need to continue anything immediately. Because I believe just playing this kind of B12 move is losing ton of points. It's losing a lot of cash immediately. So I'd rather just descend. And you don't touch anything, so you don't make black stronger. But also black doesn't really know how to answer here. You have to capture distance, right? But if you capture like this, well, later you can see the big difference in terms of Yose, like in the game and here. It's nothing similar. And if blacks try to capture in another way, no, there is no other way. So yeah, I think this is better. As black, you want to play something like this, but you can definitely not. It's too risky. It should be the right move, and this should be a mistake, I believe. That's a massacre. But yeah, it feels like white is super slow. We just said that white, maybe he was feeling better in the game, but when I have the feeling I'm late, I want to play super active, right? So, I mean, there is two schools. You can play like Motoki Noguchi always says that you want to be patient. Even if you make some mistake and you are losing the game, you want to be patient and wait for the mistake. So you want to play the proper moves, which is true. But if you are really late and there is no mistakes to be done right now, this is a really simple game for black. You want to be active and at least provoke the mistake. And this is not how you do it, because black just connect his stones. So this is how you make mistakes, or wait for your opponent mistakes. You try to split, I mean, why not? Why not? Okay, this turn is painful, but that's your fault. You don't want to build a dumpling in the first place. And it's fine. I think this is way too slack. That's a rather surprising move from black. Yeah, I think this one is better. Black has a few options here. And if I count it correctly, he can just play actually pretty simple. Maybe he can even just erase the center like this. It would be enough. Okay, play this one. Okay, so he played this move after all. That's nice. Actually, it's kind of big because you kind of make all the points that were not really points, and all these were even under. This kind of points before we cannot really see, because at any time white can play. Well, when he has Sente. And actually, if you look at the position, how to play it. Anyway, some move like this. As you can see, black doesn't have... Black has 0 points, basically, and white can make quite a lot in the center. So the center is desert, but when it's endgame, I mean, there is some walls. You want to make some points at some point, and it's possible to do. So maybe white could play some center on top, but I really feel the last slack move from this game should be this one. If there is maybe some more slack moves, but you want to be active before. So this should be a mistake in the sequence, and this is way too slack. I mean, even now, I think I would play it now. Why would you get a dumpling? Liberties are important. Okay. let's move on. I think the game's, yeah, it's just over. Barely under 100 moves. It looks like a really long game because the game looks finished, but it's not even 100 moves. That's kind of crazy. It's very, very rare to have this kind of games without any fight. Well, there was one capture stone, and it was a mistake. Okay, I guess that's it for this one. And we can catch up for Artem and Hiroki's game. Do you have any question on this game before I switch? Or any question at all? As you know, I'm here to talk about everything. Okay, cool. Don't hesitate if you have anything to say. I just take 30 seconds to drink my coffee. That must be cold now. You have some coffee ASMR. Should white have invaded right instead of reducing? That's a good question. If you mean like at this point of the game, it's already really difficult to invade. You don't want to invade here, because if you do, you immediately get attacked, and black is strong from both sides. So it's not possible to. Also, you didn't answer N17, so you can be sure this kind of move is sente, so your stone on the right is really weak, and you can get attacked pretty easily. So it was a good idea to reduce, but I just don't like the fact that white let black get this kind of shape at all. I think playing this kind of move is super important, and it's a much easier game, right? You don't have to be afraid of some huge moyo anymore. Okay, black will get some points, fine, but the game continues and there is nothing to be afraid of. So just make the game easier for yourself. Just don't let your opponent get a huge potential. And this one also, I mean, okay, it's maybe new Joseki, but look at this shape, it's just perfect. I'd rather play maybe this one. And maybe now invade. Now the shape is strong as well. That's not good. I don't know what to play in this area. That's a bit annoying. I would like to play high, but I just don't like this. S10 after Q10. That's a bit ballsy, right? That's a bit ballsy. Yeah, R4 is good. R4 is a good feeling, and also you can get some good extension. So maybe it's a possible move, yeah. Usually it's, but also you get attacked immediately as well. So, and this, I don't know. I believe Sansan may be the best actually. Because you just take the corner, so you don't have to think about your group anymore. And black doesn't have a single corner. And even so, if you take it, I mean, you don't want to give all corners. So if black take it now, the shape is much easier to handle. The right side is weaker. You can still get some points at A. That's a very interesting position actually. Even so, it's so simple. If white O3 and black O4, okay. Is it possible to do R6? You mean like this? I Actually, if I was looking at this move directly, I would think it's a 20q mistake. But actually, it looks really nice because in this position, I mean, black would obviously think of playing this Tiger Mouse, but letting white play this kind of Kema is really annoying on the side. And now if black get to play this one, you can see the shape is a bit, it's thick but super slow, and white get a really nice shape. So this way would be maybe good for white actually. But black cannot really play something active like here because San feels nice. So I don't know where you found this move, but it's a really clever one. Maybe black can play. Maybe black can play something thick like this. This looks like a good move. But what now? This? It looks like a good move, Satya. I like the feeling. Much more than this one. I mean, this feeling, I know what it is. It's just a big, thick baguette that you can never change anymore. And this one is, you give yourself some opportunities. Okay, I have to switch games before I just start some philosophy. So, where can I find it? This one. Yeah, they played. Okay, at least the game is far from being finished. Not like the previous one. I really hope this afternoon they will play some more fighting game, because that one was okay. It was interesting for the theory part, but that's not the entertainment we want, right? Salut tout le monde. Okay. Maybe they were sleeping this morning. Yeah. So we just watched. Okay, we followed this already, and we were at the Tsuke, I think, only. Ah no. Okay, he pushed late, and I was saying white direction of playing this game is probably not correct, and that should be an easy game for black to play. So what happens here? So yeah, white doesn't want to just play simple because black has too much cash. Names are not okay, yeah, you're right. Let me change that quickly. All good. So white want to be a bit more active, and this is a correct shape. Also, white has some problems. So I think it's nice to fight. As white, you really want to do something. Okay, and you push here. You could just simply capture, which is really nice as well. But the problem is that you are purely gote, and black will get to play first, which is painful. So that's why he pushed. Pushing is not really good because you make your opponent stronger here. Like if you have to make some tewari, it's like if you already captured here and the game continue, and later in the game you will have to push this one, and you don't want to push, you just want to jump, or you can even jump further. So, or it's like if maybe black defend here, which is a correct move, and now you push inside the Kosumi and you want to cut it. So this is even better tewari. Just show that This is not a good move, but white want to get Sente. But it is definitely not a good move. Yeah, it is wrong. It is wrong, but he has an ID, which is something. It's better to have an ID than no ID at all, right? But yeah, I think I would capture as well. Because the cut is working, so after this the cut is not really working anymore and you have to just play some Kikashi. Okay, so that's the game. Wow, what an interesting move. What an interesting move, Artem. I don't really understand why. I think you just lose one liberty. Oui, c'est rare. C'est très rare. Vraiment, vraiment très, très, très rare. Usually, when you play an empty angle like this, you lose one liberty. Especially if you play against white stone, maybe you even lose 2 liberties. So this is not really correct. And also maybe black later on want to play this one. So he was probably afraid of something he will not get later. So what I think is the way he thinks is that if he connects now, since black is already connected, black will never, maybe black will not get this move anymore. But that's not a move you want to get anyway, so I don't understand why. Okay, so black connects and... What? What's going on, Artem? What are the shapes? What are these shapes? This is, I mean... Sorry. This is like the 2 shapes I teach to my students for double-digit Q. Empty angle, as you know, is quite bad because you lose the liberty and it's not a really good shape. But broken Kema and broken shapes are by far the worst in Go. And I don't really understand why Artem wants to fight like this here. Unless you would feel late. I mean, it's just really good for white to play like this. As black, you just want to play solid. And just want to connect all. And okay, maybe he's afraid of this and a huge Moyo incoming. But why would you get rid of your liberties? Yeah, the feeling should be something else. Maybe this move looks interesting at least. I mean, because you want to aim at this kind of stuff later, so this is nice, and also you can still connect. Maybe that's a better... That looks better. I mean, yeah, also you really want to cancel this potential, to erase the potential. So this is a shape point, but also you do something in the center. So I like this better. Well, this one is also nice, but the problem is that you're not looking at this shape anymore. It's not exactly the same. But you're right. Maybe I'm focusing too much on this thing. It should be also fine. I think playing in this area is really important. Just need to be careful on what's going on the bottom, because you can get cut. And then it means if you don't have a really good shape, maybe you will get cut somehow. No, h3 doesn't connect all, but it connects some. I don't know, I'm just trying to find something more active. Oh, sorry. That's not. What about this genius move? What about this genius move? Okay, let's focus. I'm just trying to find some other ideas. It feels like anyway black should be happy with this sequence, but I really don't like what happened after, so... Maybe he has to answer this move. No, I think this is correct. Okay, let's continue a little. I'm still shocked at this one. I'm really shocked. But why? Why would you play this? This is the only move. And if black connects, then you play this one. Well, this is the oil in the center. But it's not oil if you let white going out here. Black going out. This is a perfect move. This J7 is the only move. Black has to play for the whole sequence. You cannot let this for sure. And this is just Yose. We don't really care about Yose. Also, okay, there is some really bad shape for black, I must admit. But it's not my fault, it's Artem's fault. Anyway, I don't really understand. What is this? What is this? Nice one. Yeah, that's something France is good at as well. So never push in Kema if you cannot cut. Okay. That's a bit odd. Kema is a shape, no? It looks like a better shape. Because now I can connect like this anymore. So white has to play some bad move first. And the problem is when you play so you give this kind of attachment. And there is some Mii, and this is painful. I think this is better. Much better actually. I don't know, somehow Artem is starting to playing slack. And very weird moves. I mean, this is like, I showed this move, okay, so this is the empty angle, and this is some sente, a bit dubious sente. And this one is definitely a bad shape. And then, okay, well, pushing the Kema without cutting is also some shape that is not used to be, I mean, it's not the good theory, but in this case, maybe it's okay. And then pushing late here is, I mean, you push late in the center, and it's also not looking at a cut right now. So I feel like Artem is somehow playing super. Maybe he just think he's ahead anyway, but he's playing super solid and too slack. But there is a thin limit between solid and slack, and yeah, right now it's losing points. This is a nice move. Hard to find a shape, huh? Could white maybe play this one? I cannot immediately. I don't know. I want to use the shape on the left, but it seems difficult to get a good shape anyway. The best shape would be maybe empty angle. Okay, so black splits. This move should be good. It looks slow as well, but when you get to split, you will get some other opportunity later. So, but as black also, you really want to get some move in the center, and I don't know which one or how. Maybe this schema, since you are really strong, it's possible. Because white don't really want to cut like this. Actually, maybe you can even play this one first. And yeah, this kind of shape, as you can see, is not really working. Black can connect easily and destroy the center, so some Kema around here should be a good move, unless white has some plan, like this. But I think black can fight. Whatever happens. And white has a weak group on the left, so Kosumi instead of Kema is okay, because you don't leave a cut, but it's also a bit more slack, and white doesn't want to play slack. I mean, you give a little more, you give a little more points. That's the only thing. But maybe, anyway, it should be a good area to play. But I'm pretty sure black will answer this move, white will answer this move, so it's fine. And right now black will push, and okay, that's the question we are waiting for. Yeah, now you can definitely not play this one, because the edge is terrible. For example, I mean, immediately you can see that, for example, pushing here is already super painful, because the cut is working now. Atari. So black almost always answer here to avoid this kind of problem. And it's some good Yose for later. Wow. What is that? What is that? I don't really understand what's going on in Artem's minds right now. I mean, he played super good at the beginning. Perfectly, I would say. And after e7, there is some really weird moves. I mean, why would you play this one? It's that's not correct. I mean, just yeah, why not? I think white can escape anyway. He's not going to die, but or maybe he is actually. If you have to play this kind of exchange, and actually even now there is something. Yeah, I agree with you. I think black can also just play around here, because white is too busy on the left. And in any case, it should be a better game for black. But yeah, right now, black has an opportunity to just maybe seal the game, and white has to struggle. So Okay, maybe white will get something. I don't know what is the best way, but that one looks a bit weird, maybe. Okay, get some cash. I mean, getting some cash for black would be probably enough. But white must be happy here. What do you think? I don't know. Somehow white managed to seal. Get the C19 Yose. Lost some cash on the top, but it's not so big. I don't know what happened in terms of cash, but if we look closely, for example, the point on the left, later on, white can get some nice Yose. So he can get this one, for example, and then he can play like this, and this one, and this one. And actually, the territory on the left is super narrow. It's almost looking dead. Of course, it will not die, but but white can get some really, really nice Yose. So black, in terms of cash, got reduced here a little. So he basically has a point on the third line, and here the point on the fourth line, and very few points on the left. So maybe white got a game. I don't know. If anyone wants to count the game, maybe we will have time right now. Oh, this move is also really... I mean, I hope it's working. Okay, it's working. Yeah, the edge is bad. Okay. So that's a fine working move. I'm not sure it's good, but... I mean, you get rid of a cut. I wonder if just playing here is not better. Yeah. I think Artem will shine right now. Because right now white's to play here, but as you can see now, the shape has many, many weaknesses. And unless white has a way to just seal everything off, like if you can play something like this and just everything is connected, that would be just amazing. But I really doubt it's possible. Like even just playing push and push and push and push and Nathalie. I mean, you have to give up something. So after this, white has to connect. And if he cannot play this one, I think he has to play this one. And then maybe he has to sacrifice a few stones. Unless we play this one. Actually, it's okay. I'm talking a bit too fast. Oh, but there is this. This game is complicated. But as you can see, the shape, white shape is really bad from the beginning. And I think maybe the turning point is that white attacked maybe too early here. This is definitely the area you want to play. This move was so important. Anyway, black has no time to play even Yose. You have to focus on this big Moyo, so he's busy. Black is simply busy. Just have to make your house as big as possible, so your opponent doesn't have time to do anything else. And okay, so he played this wedge, and here we are. So my question now is, do you think Artem is going to cut and use the Agi? Or he answers for me. Or he's going to play like this and break through the Moyo? Because right now white cannot really stop black. Or it will take some time. Can play like this, and maybe something around here. But actually you lose a lot of points. It doesn't look like so. But you lose like 10 points cente, so something like 20 points. On the other hand, black got something, or white got something, sorry, if he gets to cut these stones in the middle. Maybe that would be enough. Oh, that's not correct. Unless I missed something. But that is annoying. I think white has to double Hane, if he can. Because right now you cannot stop this Hane. And it means you lose even more if you cannot cut here. So if you have to go back, then as you can see, it's really difficult to close now. And there is really bad shapes. You can maybe even play this one, if you are crazy enough. Yeah, so that may be a mistake. That was still okay. I mean, if that is some Yosei, okay. But white has a nice shape, at least. I think soon we will have to count this game. This is the thing I was trying to avoid. I'm okay to count in the afternoon, but not for the morning game. That's the game. Okay, so I guess we can have a quick count now. And from what I look right now, seems black is a tiny bit better. Oh, but white get to play this phone. Yeah, they are going to play this Yosei, I feel. H14 was Sente for black anytime. H14. Yeah, it's kind of still is, right? I mean, if black played this one. Anyway, white has a huge weakness around A or B. So white has to fix it somehow. And it's not even easy now. So that's why it's the situation is better for black, because first black gets through the Moyo here, but also this weakness is still here, and white didn't take the time to fix it. He played some Yosei instead. B18 should be, C19 should be too early. Probably Artem will answer, but this one looks nice, or noise, as we should say. I guess white has to give. Oh, but you cannot really give. That's way too painful. And this way, yeah, simply cut. This is too problematic for white. Is black alive top left? Well, is black dead top left? If he plays, it's most likely alive. And also, as we said, this move is difficult to answer. So, but yeah, the black should find an easy way to just leave right now. Maybe fixing the shape here would be nice. I don't know how. This is a move you want to play, but somehow there is a bad cut right now. But yeah, I think black will just play solid right now. This should be the move. B11. Yeah, that's looks okay. Looks good. Actually, it's even really big in terms of Yose. So it's probably even bigger than this C19. As we said before, like there is this huge, massive Yose, and this is immediately like prevent the cash. Oh, he played it. Well played, no leave. He found the move. So right now, white has something here that we should not forget to look at. It's a bit painful. Basically, I guess you have to play this one because you get more liberties. And there is some agi, but I think black is going to leave. This kind of, if we play just like this, is not, don't have to be really afraid of. Usually it's really difficult to kill this kind of stuff. But maybe white can play something else. Actually looks annoying. Looks pretty annoying. Wait, is there a good answer to this move? Because you have to answer, right? You have to play something right now. And this one is painful. So black has to fix, and now you can oh. Uh-oh. This is not dead. Looking like Seki. Wait, I can play this one? That's better. That's better. I don't know. Maybe I'm completely out of the Tsumego. But right now, there is something. So, if you cannot play this one, maybe the other one, and try to aim at this weakness. But on the other hand, you can see there is a really annoying Atari in B. B19 and A17. How? I don't see when. I cannot see when. So on this sequence, you want to make a ko, something like I don't know what you mean, but oh yeah, you're right. I didn't see that. Okay, I didn't see f16. My bad. Indeed, that's something. I totally missed it. Yeah, so if you play this sequence, basically you make white not alive, which is definitely annoying, and you would not have time at all to kill. So this move is not as good as before, but actually it's still something, right? It's still annoying. Can you play differently? Yeah, in the end of the sequence, it can change a lot of things. Still, there is some bad agi. Can't wait to see if White is going to do something out of it. Maybe there is some direct play, and you just play like this, and oh, this is not working. That's a shame. There is absolutely nothing. Okay, well, we catch up with the game, so I said we were going to count, but since something happened on the left, let's just count if black is going to make very few points here. But this will be some really terrible Yose as well. So right now, okay, let's say white has to fix his shape. I'm not sure if black can really fight here, but maybe he can actually. So even here we cannot count so many points for white. Yeah, c2 is also massive. I agree. Okay. He found the Tesujo. First Tesujo of the morning. Yeah, it's a good move. I'm not sure if democracy prevailed because black really devastated the Moyo. So if white cut here and black is going to, I mean, if we imagine that there is nothing at all on the left, which is probably the case, black is going to play the Sente Yose. And Sente Yose, what is a good move here? Let's just say that black will get this kind of Yose. And right now black has about 32 points on the bottom. Can be more. Oh, I can count this. I forgot I can draw. Okay, so 21. And I will count 5. So something between 55 and 60. As for white, probably less, right? So yeah, the whole center, right side and top is 37 points. And the left is less than 10 now. But it's rather close game still. I think if White managed to make some really nice Yosei or something out of the shape on the left, he has a chance. But if he doesn't do anything, he's going to lose by maybe 5 points. Is this the better Yosei? Is this the better answer? No. I have to play this one. You have to play. I mean, this is a better Yosei because it's Sente and oh wait, you can still play this one. But you're Sente. But this one is annoying. I guess black would just play something like this, right? Because this one now, yeah, black has to add a move, and you cannot play Atali because you can just pull back. Yeah, white lost a lot of points here. What is this exchange in T14? That's so bad. Because I was just showing that this one is annoying. Okay, black plays something else. And then because later you can capture here directly, right? This is just captured. But it's like if white exchanges move, which is a terrible mistake. So I think yeah. I think Hiroki really messed up this sequence. So anyway, black got the 2 Yosei, but even better than what I showed before. Oh, in Sente, okay. Yeah, that's big. I guess he's going to play this one. He's probably counting right now. If he has to make something to win. Because if black is ahead, he just can play simply. But maybe if he's losing the game, maybe he can think of something crazy. Ah, but there is nothing crazy. Okay, I thought there was something crazy, but there is nothing. Oh, okay. Finally. Well, then there is nothing anymore. That's a shame. I really wanted to see this move. Prevail. Right now, it's not gonna happen anymore. It's also really big in terms of Yosei. I mean, if white play this one. And maybe you can even play it now because it definitely looks at the shape. Probably black has to answer if he doesn't want to die. Really big move. I don't think Artem is losing, but my counting is not the best in the world, so that's why I always ask the people in the chat to count. So we have a double confirmation. I just counted black slightly ahead. And right now black is getting the Yosei, so I think black had time to play b1 first. I really don't know why he missed b1. Wow, what is this? I'm not sure what's going on. White should get this one. It's big. It's really big. It's counter sente and a lot of points. This one is a good opportunity to lose this sente. Unless there is something crazy you can do. But that looks a bit too risky. Yeah, S15 is really big as well, actually. It's 4 points. A bit less. It's 4-point counter sente, but actually it's gote. But it's still 4-point counter sente. Yeah, unless I miss something, I don't think Artem should be afraid of something here. Because it will lead to a ko at best. Yeah, because if white go down, then this move is good enough. Yeah. But that's true. White got some Yosei anyway. Still think probably this one was better. And right now we are going to comment all the small Yosei move, and this game is going to last for 30 more minutes. So yeah, if you have anything you want to talk about, guys, or if you have any questions about this tournament or anything, feel free to talk with me in the chat. White K2 here. I don't think there is anything. Black is super strong, so you cannot fight so freely. Any wild recommendation? I mean, it depends on your taste, right? It depends also if you are going to eat something with it. If you like red, if you like white. I personally only like red wine. So. Only is a big overstatement, I guess. Yeah, black is going to answer here. But he's definitely looking if he can get the sente first. That's why. That's why it's taking so much time. And actually, how much time do they have? Wow. Oh, it's a Fisher time, right? So Artem still has 26 minutes Fisher time. And Hiroki has 1 minute 30 seconds. Yeah, black was ahead by 5 points. Now maybe a bit more. Okay, let's see. And if the game is just over, maybe we are gonna take a break for the next game. I believe the next game will be at 2 p.m. And okay, let's look a bit in the results. I want to see who has a chance for the top 3. World standing list. This website is really nice. In case you didn't, I'm not sure I can actually share it, but here you can get the standings. I don't think I can, but and so Songjin has 5 wins. Wow. That would be... Did he play against Young Sam already? Oh wait, they didn't play, so that would be such a good game to watch. Yeah, it is disabled, but I'm hoping there is some admin in the chat who can who can just do it for me. Ah yeah, I can do this, but actually I don't have a... It's fine. We care. You can have access to the website. It's anyway. Just put Paris Go Tournament on Google, I guess. Wait, he has 2 losses? Oh. Oh yeah, he lost to Artem. But still, I think there are good chances because even so, Artem has 2 losses. He's fourth on the list. I just wanted to share the standing list after round 5. I mean, the list is still changing, right? But I think there are good chances that they still play because Seongjin played with almost everyone. He played with Hiroki, he played with Artem, he played with Anton. Yeah, so it's almost certain. And it's possible we don't have this round. It would be a shame. I mean, I really want to watch this game. They are... Even so, Young Sam is not playing so well, I guess, this tournament. They really are two monsters. As for me, I never beat them. And actually, it's almost saying like an upset when a European beat one of them. Like Artem wins yesterday was really nice. Even so, now he improved a lot, so it's not really clear who is better now. Yeah, thank you, Loic. Anyway, and yeah, I'm really surprised. This list has some really interesting things. I can see that Sadaru is not doing so well this tournament. But I thought he would be definitely top 5. He's a really strong player. That's a shame. And where is the Magic Trident? Oh. Interesting results afterward. Okay. Should I focus a little on the commentary? Okay, so he did play this move. That's... Unless I miss something, like some really nice Tesuji, I don't think there is much to be done here. Maybe... Okay, start from this one. But I think just capturing this tone is annoying. So most probably Black has time, but right now he's thinking. Because if you fail at this point, and you connect and you lose your stones, it's a massacre. That's how you can lose a game quickly. So you are super afraid to play this kind of moves, like B1. But you need to have the guts to play it. Because if you don't, you just play like this, and that's how you also lose the game by half point. You just play some slack moves, and while Black get a better Yosei, just because you were afraid. And maybe you are just winning by 1 liberty, but you have to read that well, because if you don't, just lose the game, maybe. You have to be really precise, accurate. Come on, connect. So yeah, there is a ko, we said, right? Does Black has to throw in? Probably. This one? But I thought this is not really a ko that white can play. Because even so, like, even if, I don't know, black lose the ko, make some ko threats and white doesn't answer, whatever. This is not so problematic because white cannot kill the rest of the stones. And this is a big issue because it means black can play the ko freely, his ko threats, and then come back. So this ko is actually, it's a bigger burden for white because on the contrary, if black managed to capture the ko, then you can see this move is sente with A. So no ko threats is really working right now. So at first it looks really scary for black. What? That is even worse than what I show. Wait, maybe there was really a problem. But I think this ko is really easy to play for black, as I just show. What did I miss? Can you help me? This is the move I missed? But I don't think it's working anyway. I mean, you can always just play. Yeah, I know G2 was played as black, but this is terrible for black. I mean, white can capture the corner, and even playing E1 will be sente, which is super painful because it just means that if you can get E1 sente, then you already captured the corner in sente, and you can continue the game, right? I don't know why Atem play like this. Maybe I definitely missed something. But from what I read, it was fine, and the other ko was much better because it was a burden for white, but not for black. I'm sorry, I'm not sure I follow what you just say. Yes, but there is a liberty at f5. You cannot just kill. I mean, you have to approach from the other side and it's not working. Actually, you don't even have time because black can even play this one, right? So you have to play like this and then you have to make this ko. And as I showed, this ko is lighter. It's much lighter for black than for white. Hioki Kano is... I'm not exactly sure where he lives. I know him from Biba, I think. I'm not sure I met him, but I know from Ben0 he was in Biba. And I think he's the one in charge of the Biba section in Hong Kong. So I'm not sure if he's a Japanese living in Hong Kong or if someone can enlighten us, it would be nice. But anyway, I think he's really strong. I watched some of his game with Ben0 and I think he won some. So I think he's maybe strong 6 dan in EGF rating. No, he's not Baduk Doctor. I don't think Baduk Doctor is Japanese. Is he? Anyway, they are playing disco and probably dancing soon. Anyway, that looks like a chance for white. I don't know if white is going to have enough code threads anyway. But somehow that was risky. Seems still like black has a lot of code threads. But I'm really hasty to see that what's going on if... I mean, white take the core. Okay. The code threads must be good. But it is a picnic core for white still. Because E1 will be Sente. That's tough. But that's the thing, Edel Dilo. Like, is T5 Sente? Because if white capture, then next move I can at least try to capture with A. So this would be really big as well. That's why this core is lighter for white to play. But I believe he will answer this one. It's really big and also, yeah. And white still has a lot of code threads. Okay, we have to see the ending of this go before we have to count. If Young Sam wins against Seongjin, who could be first? I guess Seongjin. It depends. If maybe it depends on this game as well. Artem only has one loss, right? Yeah, against Seongjin. But most likely... Wait. Most likely there will be only 2 people with 5 wins in this case. And if that happens... Oh, maybe there will be 3 actually. But usually you have the best sauce when you're winning the tournament. Anyway, let's not speculate too much. Let's just watch. So if the next round is at 2 p.m, I guess. Well, I will try to start a bit sooner. Maybe like yeah, let's start the stream at 2:45. So we have time to look in detail. Okay. I will have a quick look at the game again just to show the main mistakes maybe or maybe the flow of the game. So it all started out with this trick Joseki by Artem that no one knows the answer. And yeah, white should have played very simple. It would have been better. And I think N18 must be a mistake because after this move, you have no other choice than to crawl to crawl or to give up, but you don't have the ko in the corner anymore. So that was the first mistake. And after this, I'm not really fond of direction of play here. But overall, black has a much better game. This one I said also is a bit weird. Maybe better. And yeah, this one I don't like. And I think black played much better the Fuseki. And it's a nearly impossible game to play. But after this, somehow, white managed. And it all starts from this point. I mean, imagine if even this shape right now, if black didn't play this Damezumari, white could not maybe connect like this. And this shape was really bad as well. So yeah. I can't wait if someone has some AI, or maybe we can see at the end of the game if this was the correct shape, or what was the correct shape. It's actually not easy to find. Maybe some Kosumi. Anyway, after this, white missed the chance to play J7, which was huge, massive, because everything gets strong. Just connect all your stones, make a huge moyo, and when black plays this one, the moyo is kind of gone, and you have this baguette that is dying. So I think this may be the biggest mistake, actually. In terms of direction of play, it was just play Yose. Okay, it's big, but this is even bigger. Okay, some weird stuff happened on the top. We said that maybe black could have killed, or at least pressured a lot. Yeah, I mean, it didn't even put the butter on it. It just dried out. Had to put to the trash. And now we have this ko. Let's follow a little, but I think it will be a long ko because basically the games depend on it. Maybe black can still win and give up the ko because he was convincingly ahead. And yeah, that was your question, I think. Edel Dilo. If T5 is Sente. We shall see soon. But why didn't answer? And the thing is, white still has some big cut threats. Yeah, he kept the big one. So even so, black can get some compensation and say like, okay, but you don't have enough cut threats. Actually, you cannot even play this because I believe white has cut threats, like this one or this one. It's big enough. Even this one is probably big enough. So that's definitely annoying. And black doesn't have any cut threats. Oof. I mean, that's a bit of a shame if Artem loses game on this score. Feels like a throw to me. F19 is not a cut threat. It should be a cut threat here, but there is only one. Only one is maybe not enough. Let's see. But yeah, Artem has a lot of time, so. But f11 is not because after white get to play f5, which will happen now. As you can see, this kind of cut threads. So for example, white get to play this one, black answer, like this. And now this is not a cut thread anymore because white can capture, sorry. So this is not a cut thread now. It used to be. And actually that's the game. And now we are at the decisive point. I believe, as you said till now, black has to play this one. It's the last big cut threads, right? Unless, oh, maybe this one is better, but whatever. Oh, he played this one. Is it big enough? And can white play something else? But this is not nearly as big. What? He captured? What? But wait. I'm not sure. This is big. And white has cut the stone anyway, so I think that may be enough to win for white. But let's see if there is more cut threads. Okay. This one is annoying. It's also losing points, right? Because you don't get the Hane. Oh, it's fine actually. It's fine. It's losing some points. Because now you get to defend this G3. And when white will win the ko, it doesn't capture the stone, right? So let me show something else. And if white captured the ko, now you can see that this exchange, this stone in h1 for g3 is really nice for black. So actually it looks small, but it's a big loss if the game is close. And you'd rather play some other cut threads if you can. And when you capture the ko, now as you can see, you can get this A, you can get B, and it's maybe at least 5 points USA difference, and 5 points is huge. So playing some -5 points cut threads, you must be sure the ko is ending the game, because 5 point cut threads is basically a komi. And so it decreases a lot the value of the ko. Okay, this is the biggest cut threads. If you had a bad feeling before, maybe now is even worse. At least, yeah. I think Artem must be really happy to get this J3 Yose in Sente. But still, this cut threads is maybe not enough. Maybe he's hoping for white to answer. So, well, of course he will get one more. But also he don't want to get rid of these cut threads immediately, because this one is the biggest by far. And but there is only one. So if you play like this, and it's your last co-threat, last resort, and white and black get to play this one, white get to play this one, and you cannot answer this one, then you can lose the game. It's more than 25 points score, right? There is also this thing at c1, so... But yeah, I guess black cannot win it anymore. At least the end game is exciting. I think both games today were pretty peaceful. But yeah, Hiroki is fighting hard. I can answer your question. Why didn't... Oh, wait. Why didn't black play h14? That was quite a long time ago, actually. Yeah, he preferred to play this one first. And basically he lost... he didn't have time to play the other one. But actually this one is probably bigger, because if white played this one, you can see that this box is like more than 20 point cash. And after this one, you can still reduce. So it's really big to play here. And after white connected here, black had to leave, so didn't have time to play it. But it's fine, I think. Okay, we have a trade. And now I can ask Luca. Lucas, you can count the game. Okay, let's say black capture. And white has to close this. And now it should be easy to count if it happens like this. $64. $64. I count white ahead by 2 points, 3 points. But my counting is not really clear. Let's try to see together. Also, it depends if they will get this Yosef order. And maybe black is counting now, if he can just answer this move or if he has to play more actively. Ah, but that's such a shame. I mean, black was totally in control. It was more than 5 points. It was something like between 5 and 10 points lead. And just had to connect c1. That's all. Or he had to play this b1 before, much before. It was Sente. So instead of a17, just play it, and it was really good. Yeah, someone said it. It was me. I'm not sure. S15 is very huge. This game is too long. I cannot wait to see the end. And Artem still have 17 minutes on the clock. But from white, I counted white is ahead now. Okay, so black cannot answer. A8 is losing otherwise. And this one should not be answered. This is too big. Maybe we get to see something like this one, and now this one. And now white capture and black capture. Wait. What? What? You cannot give both. I don't get it. It's so big. This A7. And this one is not threatening anything. I mean, it's not small, but it's saving like 4 points, maybe 5 points. Counter Sente. 4 points counter Sente, and this one is at least something like 15. You cannot give both. That's not possible. It's like if you have to see a Miai. I mean, if I play one, if my opponent play one, I have to play the other. Otherwise, I just lose track, and he gets all. And right now we are going to see some Yose lesson by Artem, I guess. Well, Hiroki cannot miss S15, it's too big. You can try to read the cut yourself. Is it working? It's better for you to read it yourself if you want to learn to handle this kind of situation. But you have to be careful with the liberties. Because actually, when you push, you have very few liberties. Most likely, yeah. But that's why I think the order is connect, and if white answer, then now connect. And if white capture, then capture. That must be bigger for black indeed. Uh, this S10 is really trying to make the game as close as possible. And Artem is not missing this kind of Yose. I mean, he's much more accurate than me at counting this kind of stuff. I know how many games I lost against him in Yose. So. God. This is exactly the same kind of me. I mean, look at this. It's like, okay, so I play this Hane in A, and it means that, okay, if you don't answer, I will capture anyway. But black got this center Yose, and that get to capture, so he get both. And now we have the same exactly. Like, okay, I play this Atali, one more Atali. I'm not sure it's really Sente, but it's okay because if you play something, anyway I will capture, right? But it doesn't answer, and then you get boss again. That's why you have to be careful when you play this kind of Sente move, Atali. This one, especially A6. I mean, what did you get from A6? It just you play some Yose, but if you know that if you're I mean, unless you are afraid your opponent play this move, then okay, you can play A6. But this is not the kind of Yose you want to play. So my guess is that it was some time Suji, and it may cost him the game right now. Oh, that's so terrible. This Yose. Black is gaining a lot on Yose. But he lost so much before. Yeah, my new flat is pretty cool. Maybe you will come visit one day, Victor. So 65 for black, and white is... Six, 55. Wow, that changed a lot. That changed a lot, yeah. After all, maybe Artem will still win this game. So white has 52 plus, or less, 51 plus Komi, 58, something like this, 60. 60 and black has... Oh, I count it closer now. I don't know. I count something really close. I guess I'm not as precise as Inseong about this. When you say, oh yeah, it must be a half pointer. But I count something like black plus 1. I think it's a half pointer. I don't know, it must probably depend on the co. But I count it as a really, really close game right now. At least I'm on the edge of my seat, just trying to... The game became really interesting. I like close games. Except on online play, it's not as fun to watch the counting. I don't know what is the worst. What is the worst when you have a half-point game? Is it worse to count in Japanese or worse to count in Chinese? What leaves the most suspense? One more go. Yeah, I know about the the cheating, but this is also in French rule. But I mean about the counting, when you really have to count the territory. I don't know what is worse between looking at all the territory and see that you lose by half, or counting the stone and see 184. I think 184 is more painful because you are looking for the stone missing somewhere in the pack of 10 all around and you cannot find it. Okay, so just finished. So, was I right? Who is winning? I thought it was black plus 1. But this is Japanese rules, right? Oh, but 7.5 komi? Oh, it's French rules. What is this? Oh, it's AGA. So we are not Japanese. But then it's 7.5. That may change a lot. And it means that the dame are important, right? So who gets the last dame? Because if I count it black plus half point in the Japanese, then probably it's white plus half point in Chinese. Because black cannot win by half point in French rules. Can only win by 1.5. But there is no passing stone in AGA, so it's not exactly French rules. It's something weird between Japanese and Chinese rules. That should not exist. Yeah, they should play dame. Dame are worst points. Do you think there is a passing stone if black plays the last dame?
Enlever les pierres mortes.
Oh my god. It's exactly what I thought. So, in Japanese rules, Artem would have won the game. But right now, Hiroki just won the game by half point. Wow. That's crazy. What a nice performance. White win this game by half point. Well, GG. I guess everybody can say GG's. Such a nice game. And what a comeback from Hiroki. That's crazy. I cannot believe he actually won this game. But Artem must have messed up pretty bad because he was winning this game. According to the graph on OGS also, it was a super close game all along, and it's completely crazy. Like the graph says that black is never winning more than 7 points, and at the moment when there is a ko on the bottom left, yeah, it was only 2-point lead, so it was a really close game overall.
Début du passage en revue.
But it's really difficult to finish this kind of game because it's really close, but also this ko, with all the ko, you have to count all the trades, and it's really easy to make a mistake on this. Anyway. Yeah, he could probably win by 2 points, but it depends on the Yosei, so it's difficult to judge. Alright, so I think, guys, we are going to take a break because it would be nice to have time to eat something. And we can... I will start the stream in about 1 hour, but I think you can already watch the games on OGS in about 25 minutes. So... I don't know. What's the best, Loic? I guess I can keep the stream on for 1 hour? Or is it not good for the stats? What do you prefer? Should I keep the live on, or should I stop it and launching it again? I have to ask the admins. They know better. Okay, maybe stop is better, because for the stats. And for Twitch. And for ecology. Okay. That's good. Well then, see you in 1 hour, and I really hope we can see well, the two Koreans play together, because they are still, I think, the best player in this tournament. So yeah. See you soon, and have a good lunch, everyone. Bye bye.